It's the fittest lineup that we have ever had on the show, although it's only week 3. Next week's the country special. Philomena Begley will be here. Who knows how that'll go? Welcome to Dublin, Joe.
Thank you so much for inviting me on last minute. I'm so glad to be here.
We didn't even know. We didn't even know you were in Ireland. You've been touring around Ireland. We found out. We said, can we make this happen? Our people contacted your people. And here you are.
Yeah, here I am. I've been on an amazing sort of whirlwind 4-day trip. Started in Belfast, raining cats and dogs, and there's 1,000 kids out in front of me working out. And I knew in that moment that if we can do it in the rain here, we're going to be fine. And it did chuck down pretty much all week, apart from today. And it's been a really amazing trip. You know, seeing kids moving, it's my passion to get young kids, you know, enjoying and loving exercise, really, from a young age.
So you've been getting Ireland to work out, and now you're here on a Friday night in Dublin. I'm not going to lie, it's a different type of workout that we do on a Friday night here. We normally start with arms, and by midnight, forget the legs. So that's kind of how things are. What do we think? These two, now retired, are they still in good shape?
Oh, yeah, you can see that. I mean, they obviously... Because when you've been training like that all your life, you've still got that element of, like, wanting to stay fit for also your mind, right? Not just about competing and having that, you know, physically fit, but mentally strong. And I think once you've got that in your DNA, you have it for life, really.
I like that you say that, because I do very little training these days. Very, very little.
I wouldn't like to take you on, Joe, to be honest.
Yeah.
No, it's a tough life, though. Being a boxer, you know, cutting and losing weight, it's tough, isn't it, mentally, to try and lose weight. But now you can relax on the food, but you're still training, you still keeping fit.
Do zero training.
Really?
Zero training. I just don't need any more. Go for the odd, you know, brisk walk every now and again.
Yeah, the kids keep you busy. You've got a couple of kids, yeah. That keep you fit.
You see, that's what keeps you fit. I mean, look, you know, we're all fit. I mean... How very dare you? I mean, we're not Joe Wicks fit. I mean, have a look at this, and what do we think? This is Joe Wicks fit. Yeah, there it is.
When I was young, when I was a young guy, that was about 7 years ago. I'm 38 now. I'm not that lean now, that's for sure.
I mean, I have to say, that's... it's very Jesus Does Love Island.
When I used to turn up to photo shoots in the early days, you know, I used to call the little broccoli midget trees and all that. I used to turn up, and usually I'd put 2 broccolis in my hand, and I'd just do it, and I always laugh at them images. They're on Google forever, but yeah, I used to do... I'd go, all right, I'll do it, but I was always just, like, holding vegetables and fruit in my photo shoots, so... I don't know, I'm looking back a bit cringed at that now.
No, don't be worried about that. You guys are now about to be best-selling authors. Nina, this is your book here, Ride to the Rescue. This went down very well in the Kielty Daly house during the week.
That's great to hear.
2 boys, 5 and 7.
Oh, very good.
We love this. What's the inspiration for this?
Yeah, it's coming from my childhood, really. I've been riding ponies from a very young age. There's a few stories went in, but there's a few stories that didn't make it.
Which you're going to tell us right now on me.
So I think one day I headed off. I think it could have been 5 or 6. Got on my pony, headed up to the local village, Ratote, which is probably 3-4 kilometres away, and wanted to go visit my friend. And next thing, to the horror of my friend's mother, I was there on a pony on my own. So she was just... I couldn't believe it. I was there after making the trip on my own. So she rings my mum, and sure enough, we had to go back. But yeah, there's a lot of lovely stories in there from my own childhood. And yeah, it's just basically from my own 2 girls. I'm just so proud that hopefully one day they'll be able to read it to their kids.
You see, this is what it's about. It's about passing it on. Lots of imagination in this. Ride to the Rescue. Carl, you've used a lot of imagination in the title of your book as well. Carl Frampton, My Autobiography. I mean, was it hard to type it with the gloves?
Yeah. Yeah. I actually gave a few suggestions, but I didn't like any of them, so we'll have to settle that one.
So we've gone with that one. So Joe, you're still flat to the mat. The 3 of us we've retired from our professional sporting careers. When was the last time you raced?
2018.
2018.
Yeah, it's a bit while ago now.
Carl, when did you get filled in?
Last fight, about 2.5 years ago.
2.5 years ago. My last fight, I decided to retire at the top. Muhammad Ali was my last. No, this is true. This is it. Look here. Here you go. This is me with
Magic.
This is me with Muhammad Ali. This is Special Olympics 2003. And Muhammad Ali said that I could come and meet him which was it was a big deal until I realised he'd grown a moustache, and ever since then people said, "Is that you punching Richard Pryor?"
How does Kielty get to meet Muhammad Ali and I never did?
I don't know. It's would that have been an ambition?
Oh yeah, hero. Everyone's hero. Anyone that's ever laced a pair of gloves, he's the hero.
He's definitely the man.
Yeah.
So look, we're talking about these books. We're talking about kind of moving into a different life. Do you miss the buzz, Nina? Do you miss the thrill of it?
I definitely did at the start. For the first year, it was really a struggle. I always wanted to have a family, so it was my time to stop my career. But definitely, Dance with the Stars gave me another lease of life, and the Fittest Family is definitely giving me that competitive edge again.
We've got a little picture here. This is, well, it won a World Sports Best Picture Award. This is Nina during the Grand National. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's
not really my favourite. That's not really what I want to be doing when I'm riding.
No,
but,
I get that. How did that picture finish?
We're all okay anyway, thank God. I think
Okay.
I ended up in Patrick Mullins's back, but he's on the other side of that picture. But yeah, we were all grand, thank God, and we walked away safe and sound.
Do you miss the buzz of it, Carl?
No, not at all.
Really?
No, I don't. People ask me that all the time, but I suppose I'm content with what I've done in my career, and look, I'm happy being at home with my wife Christine and my kids, and just chilling out and taking it easy. Can I make one point? The last time I was on this show,
When Carl Frampton points at you and says, "Can I make one point?" you just go, "Yeah, you make two."
So the last time I was on this show was almost 13 years ago, and my daughter was born the day before, and it was my wife's birthday. And I didn't say anything about my daughter being born, or didn't say happy birthday to my wife. So I'm going to say happy birthday.
And we're out of
now.
time. We're out of time. We're out of time, folks. There you go. Down the camera there.
Happy birthday, Christine, and congratulations, Carla, on being born.
Joe, we got to talk about pre-match nerves. Would it be right to say that you became an overnight sensation in terms of you were doing an ordinary job, then suddenly you were the world's PE teacher?
I think for some people that didn't know of me for the first time, it did look like I just had this camera set up in my living room and then bang, millions of people watching every day. But it was really a 10-year journey to that point. So I started in 2011 as a personal trainer, running the boot camps and whatnot. And I'd been doing loads of school tours, school visits and everything. And it was kind of the moment was like, I was going to go on a tour and then lockdown happened. So let's just stream it live and see how it goes. And you were saying you and your kids got involved,
Yeah,
didn't you?
we've done it, honestly, during the dark days of COVID. We were up in the living room every day, me and the kids, and the missus as well, who doesn't do that much physical activity.
Yeah.
She even done it.
Look, I have to say, you were doing okay there, pulling it back. I mean, don't dig yourself another hole here. We got a little clip here of Joe. I know 130 million YouTube watches, and sometimes when I'm out, the back here, you do get a wee bit nervous. This is a clip of Joe off camera.
Oh, I know the one you're going to share. I thought this was going to blow over.
Yeah, no, it kind of blows a different way. This is Joe and his pre-match nerves.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, live now. Hang on, go. Okay, I think we're ready.
You didn't know it was live. I would have preferred if you had known it was live and just went, we'll just go with this.
So when you stream on YouTube, you get like a little bit of a delay, like it sort of buffers for like 20 seconds. And I thought, right, I've got this, I can feel this coming. I've got to let it out because I can't do a squat or, a crunch in the workout and it come out. So I squeezed it out really with the highest velocity I could. And it was the world's famous fart for a few months.
It definitely was. Nina, I'm assuming you never say goodbye to racing completely because it's such a tight-knit community. Do you still see a lot of the guys? Do you still hang out with them?
Oh, yeah, definitely go racing the odd day and a few horses myself. And, definitely see a few of them here and there.
How many of these guys do you still see?
It's a long time ago now.
That is a long time ago. Where are you in that pick?
I'm in the middle, red cap. sitting right back, not going to fall off. But Tony McCoy's on my outside in JP's colours, and Paul should be there somewhere, my brother.
Yeah.
He's probably right just a bit behind me. But yeah, that was my first time at the English Grand National, so it was a great achievement for me to get around first time.
That's you with your jockeys. We have a little picture here of you, Carl, without your jockeys. Can you talk us through what this is?
That was me. I didn't actually struggle to make weight. When you make weight, you want to be on the weight, not really under it. So I perfected it, and I was bang on the weight there. Just had to drop the kicks.
They're looking quite concerned there, Carl. Is that?
Yeah.
Is that a weight thing or?
I mean, you know what it's like. Well, maybe you don't know what it's like, but when you're when you're drying out, yeah, everything dries out.